Helen. I'm from Create Art School in West Bridgford. I help people relax, unwind and create beautiful art. And I just give you a bit of time and space to unleash your creativity. I help you do that by giving you a bit of confidence with your art. I teach adults and kids how to do that too. And today I'm going to do a really great activity which helps kids and adults have a bit of fun with some art, and I hope you're going to do it together. So all you need for this amazing picture, oh, it's quite big, hold it that way, is to, all you need, all materials wise, is a pencil, piece of paper. I've got a buff kind of grey piece of paper, but you can use white, that's fine, or any kind of colour really. Pencil, paper, pen, like a black felt tip or a fine liner, something like that, some chalk, and for the end a bit of hairspray, because you might need to fix your work, so hairspray is great for fixing chalk. And I've designed this activity to be a kind of fun thing, not too serious. Everyone can take part, kids, adults, do it together, and when you're happy with your results at the end, just hashtag me in social media, Create Art School. Love to see what you do. I'll put the details on at the end. So we'll get it cracking. I'll show you exactly what to do, and hope you enjoy it. Okay, so I just wanted to show you kind of what we're aiming for. So this is a brilliant activity that adults and kids alike can do. That's why I thought it would be perfect for this kind of fun family festival. And it sums up, all the beautiful colours that you can use in creative projects. So yeah, I thought this would just be so perfect and kind of sums up the kind of cultural stuff that you're wanting to do today, and also kind of sums up what I'm about as well. So at my art school we explore lots of different kind of materials, and this kind of encapsulates that really. So we've got a bit of drawing, a bit of sort of chalk work, we've got some pen, and yeah, we've got some fun colours, and it's great for anyone to have a go at. So I'm just going to show you on a slightly smaller scale, because we've got a bit less time, how I'm going to do that. So I've got an A4 piece of paper. I've chosen like a buff piece of paper just because it's what it does is it shows up the highlights of these white pastels, so it works really, really well. So I'm going to start by just drawing some different shaped paintbrushes. So I'm just going to start in the middle, doing this lovely big paintbrush here, like this. So that shape is really nice. And then I'm going to put some bristles on, but I'm going to do that in a minute with my pen. So I'm just trying to keep this quite short so that everyone's got plenty of time to kind of do it. So just shows as well what's easily achievable in a really short space of time. I'm just choosing different sort of size brushes, shaped brushes, things like that. Let's do one here as well. So I'm just sort of drawing out these funny shaped brushes. I've got loads of different funny shaped brushes in my collection for different various reasons. Some of them are for, painting big areas, some of them are for stippling. Let's do some smaller ones here. We've got some lovely details on the ends as well. So I'm just drawing the handles at the moment, but in a minute I'll pop the bristles on with my pen. So and also on the end of each one I can put a little hole, so it's almost like it can hang up. Not all of them, because some of them are a bit small, but most of them can fit a little hole at the end. So that's great. So I'm now going to pop some pen on it. So around each one I'm going to just go around the outline. But I'm going to also add a bit of shading on. And by shading, I mean adding some 3D effects, so adding some dark and light. So let's pop some bristles on this one. So I love this combination of materials because it's so easy to use. Everyone can use it. Everyone's got a black pen, and you've probably got some chalk. So what I'm going to do is just go down the side here of the paintbrush with a black pen and make it a little bit thicker line. And I'm going to do that on exactly the same side of each paintbrush I do. just because it gives it like a 3D effect. So I'm going to just do like the inside of there as well. So that's my paintbrush number 1. Let's go down here as well. So we can sort of add little features on as I'm going along as well. So sometimes I might add in, you know, a little bit of extra kind of like something like that. So make it a little bit more of a feature. Draw that in there. Let's draw some bristles on this one. So it's going to be a long paintbrush. Just going to go down the side here with my thicker edge. You could do it on the the bristles itself as well, the paintbrush end on the bristles. Let's just draw an extra bit on there and draw this long thin one here. And let's maybe make this one like this. So you can really play around with sort of effects with this, creating these 3D effects, making them look, each one look a little bit like it's got an edge to it, which is great. So let's just do some bristles here. This one looks a bit like a stumpy paintbrush. So on this one I'm going to do a little bit of this kind of effect here. I'll put a couple of little rivets in it so it looks like it's been sort of moulded together. And a little end hole there. And then let's just pop a side on here. So they're looking really good now, really 3D. Let's just go on to this next one here. So this one I'm going to kind of do a paintbrush that kind of goes up, increasingly up on one side, like that. And then I'm going to do a bit more up here. And then it's got like a bit of a funny thing there. Let's make this one 3D as well, down the side. So it's a lot of repetition, which is the nice thing about drawings like this, because you find your little system and you follow it. So I'm finding my system where I'm using all the sides of the same size of each paintbrush, just filling each one of those in. Let's just do this nice funny shaped brush at the end. Looks like it might be quite hard to hold that one. I'm just going to do a little rivet there. Let's make this one a kind of squished out paintbrush. So quite a round headed one. Let's give it a little tip so we can like brush with it. And let's just join that in there so it sort of looks like it's coming out. And let's do the side of each one again. So I've got my little paintbrush connection here. Okay, there we are. So that looks pretty nice. So now we're going to use some materials which most people have got at home, especially if you've got children at home. We can use some chalk to do the paintbrushes, to use as a nice colourful kind of addition. So let's just use, I've got some red here, let's just use a bit of red. What I'm going to do is sort of smudge it here at the top of the paintbrush like that. And then I'm going to use my finger to sort of push it into the brush, make it look like it's sort of splurged out everywhere. That looks nice. Let's do a bit of green. I like the way it kind of goes into the bristles as well and sort of rubs in like that. So if you can do that, looks like it's sort of splaying out a bit. Get a bit messy, you get different coloured fingers as well with this, but that's the whole point, isn't it? So you have to go through, work through your fingers, so you run out eventually because you've got different colours on each finger. Then you have to start on the other hand. So let's go on this one. Orange. Let's go more sort of purple colour now. Oh, I've run out of fingers. A little one. And I love the way that this sort of smudges over the top of the black and makes it sort of hide. It works really well. And let's do a little bit of blue on the last one. So this is like just so simple, like a really simple activity. I'm just going to give my hands a little wipe with this cloth so I don't get them all over everything. Simple activity that you can just do with a black felt tip and some chalks. Let's enhance each of these paintbrushes just with a little bit more shading. So if I could get some white first of all, so white chalk, especially on buff paper like this, works so brilliantly. If you haven't got buff paper, you could use like a grey chalk or something like that. You could do the opposite way around to the way I'm going to do it. So what I'm going to do on each one is just like pop a little bit of white. And you see already that just brings up the whole paintbrush, just that little highlight. Just makes it so effective. It's almost like a bit scribbly when you put it on. There we go. I've sort of smudged it in a little bit, but if you feel like you've lost some of the edge of it, put it on again, just bring it out a bit. Right, let's pop on a little bit of shadow now. So around the edges of each paintbrush, I've got this dark shadow with my black, and I'm just going to pop a little bit of this black chalk around the edge. If you've got charcoal, this would work really well. I'm going to pop a little bit around the edge and just rub it in. So you need a little bit. And what it does, it just brings each paintbrush out, makes it look like it's in shadow around the sides, like especially adds to what you've already done with your black pen. Let's do each of these in turn. You only need a little bit to really make a difference. Wow, look at that, it's so incredible that just that little extra piece of chalk just popping in and really enhancing the shadow of it. Looks really good. So there we go, there's the paint brushes, and then if you want to, you can add some additional splats of paint, almost like someone's just squeezed out a tube and it's gone a bit blah and gone all everywhere. So I'm just going to draw in a few freehand splats with my pen. So just blobs. I'm going to just be careful not to draw in the chalky charcoal areas, just because if you draw over them with your pen, they tend to stop your pen working. So just be careful drawing round chalk, because it can sort of ruin your pen. And on each one, I'm just going to put a little light area, just a little sort of enhanced area, a little sort of shine on each of the painty blobs. And I'm going to put my edge round again, like we did with the paint brushes. Pop your edge on And then you can put a little bit of light on each one as well with the white chalk. And then let's just pop a little bit of coloured chalk on each one. So I'm going to try not to put the colour that I've got on the paintbrush next to the same colour of paint, and it means it just spreads out the colour a little bit. But what it does also do is if you use the same colour repeated elsewhere in the picture, it kind of ties up little bits of the picture together. So it really works. Let's use a bit of green here. Let's go for orange. And let's use a little bit of this blue, the other end. Okay, that looks amazing. Just smudge them in a little bit. You'll find as well, when you smudge your chalk in, it just helps secure it to the page a little bit better than if you just left it floating on top. And then if you want to be extra kind of consistent, you can pop a little bit of black chalk down the side of each of the blobs of paint, just like the paintbrushes, and then just smudge that in a little bit as well. So when you work with chalk, you just need to be careful that you don't smudge it on anything else. So a little tip is to get, if you've got any hairspray, that you need to just give it a little spray with some hairspray. Just do it outside in the garden, and it will just stop the chalk from smudging any further. It will just fix it onto the page. So it's a little good little tip. So I hope you've enjoyed that. What I'll be asking you to do, if you do this activity and you've enjoyed it and you're pleased with it, which I'm sure you will be, please will you pop it on social media and tag Create Art School. That would be great, and I'd love to see what you do. Okay, right, I can't wait to see your results. Thank you for joining me. It was lovely to see you, and I hope you really enjoyed that. It's just so easy and chilled out. You can't help but love all those beautiful colours. So I hope I'm going to see you again soon, maybe in West Bridgford or at Create, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed creating something lovely today.
I'm Gemma, the Severe Asthma MDT Coordinator here at Nottingham City Hospital. Thank you to everyone who's donated so far, and please continue to do so if you can. I'd like to introduce Abi and the Tasty Mooresels.
Hello, I'm Abi.
Hi, I'm Elspeth.
Hi, I'm Katie.
Hi, I'm Liz.
And we are collectively known as Abi and the Tasty Mooresels. It's a pleasure to be singing today for you. The footage that you're watching is from our February Valentine's Day show at Wolf in Nottingham.
And the reason it's in Nottingham is because it's our local venue. We are all based in and around Nottingham.
Make sure after you've watched that you look us up on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube, and search for us under Abi and the Tasty Mooresels.
We're absolutely delighted to be performing for you today virtually in aid of the charity for our local hospital. I worked there for many years and I'm volunteering there again now, so I can see every day the challenges and the difficult job our staff are doing, and also what our patients are going through. So please, please give generously. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Enjoy.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
What are much too early in the game. Oh, but I thought I'd ask you just the same. What are you doing Valentine's Day? Who's gonna be the one to hold you tight when it's exactly 12 o'clock at night? Welcoming in Valentine's Day. Maybe I'm crazy, I suppose, to think that I could be the one you chose out of 1,000 invitations you receive. Oh, but in case I stand one little chance, here comes the jackpot question in advance. What are you doing Valentine's Day? Maybe it's much too early in the game. Oh, but I thought I'd ask you just the same. What are you doing? Valentine's Day. Oh, Valentine's Day. 'Cause in case I stand one little chance, here comes the jackpot question in advance. What are you doing Valentine's Day? What are you doing Valentine's Day? Thank you very much. Good evening, everybody. Hello. Hi. So nice to see you. My name is Abi. I'm Abi Moore, and these are the lovely Tasty Morsels. This is Elspeth over here, just bad timing, plugging lots of water. She's usually very elegant. The elegant husband. This is Katie behind me, who I'm hoping I'm not blocking. Can you see Katie? Yeah. Awesome. And this is Liz over here too. So we are the Tasty Morsels. I'm the Abi of the Abi and the Tasty Morsels. You probably worked that out. Hands up if you've never seen us play live before or sing live before. Awesome. About half the audience. This is good. Okay, brilliant. So welcome along. It's really nice to see you. Thank you for coming out on such a rainy, horrible night. I did think that no one would turn up tonight, but look at you. You're here. So well done for choosing live music over TV and the comfort of your own home. We're going to carry on with lots of different songs. We always do vintage stuff. Our first half is the earlier of our vintage material, so we're going to do some 30s and 40s stuff. And then after the break, we're going to do more in the 50s and 60s. So sit back, relax, eat your pizza. We've never sung at a pizza place before. Save me some, because I was supposed to have some at 6 o'clock and I forgot because I was busy.
I didn't forget.
Did you have a pizza?
I did.
Damn you all.
Let's go. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Forget your troubles, come on, get happy. You better chase all your cares away. Shout hallelujah, come on, get happy. Get ready for the judgment day. The sun is shining, come on, get happy. The Lord is waiting to take your hand. Shout hallelujah, come on, get happy.
So the next song we're going to sing is actually the first one we did as a group. In this one, Elspeth and I swap parts, so I'm not going to be down in my boots anymore, and we banished Elspeth to the double bass. So she's going to be doing double bass, and I'm heading to the soprano microphone.
I'm going middle.
Did I mention it's boogie woogie, boogie boogie woogie boogie boy, which I could never say, so I don't know why they made me introduce this one. But it is probably our favourite song, even though I can't say it.
Yeah, I think it's all of our favourite songs. This is the first song we ever put together. In fact, Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy. I said it! Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy. The first song I arranged for us is the reason that we are in function, because that song's so amazing. So we better do it justice now. Can I have a note, please?
I haven't got my glasses on. I can't see a thing. I can't see you.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3. He was a famous trumpet man from Chicago way. He had a boogie style that no one else could play. He was the top man at his craft. But then his number came up and he was going with the draft. He's in the army now, a blowing reveille. He's a boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. They made him blow a bugle for his Uncle Sam. It really brought him down because he couldn't jam. The captain seemed to understand, because the next day the captain went out and drafted a band. And now the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's a boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. A toot, a toot, a tootly and a toot, he blows it into the bar. In boogie rhythm, he can't blow a note unless the bass and guitar is playing with him. He makes the company jump when he plays reveille. He's a boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. He was a boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. And when he plays boogie woogie bugle, he was busy as a bee. And when he plays, he makes the company jump into the bar. He's a boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. Toot 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 toot-liata, toot-liata, toot toot, he blows it into the bar. In boogie rhythm, can't blow a note if the bass and guitar isn't with him. The company jumps when he plays reveille. He's a boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. Da 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 He puts the boys to sleep with boogie every night and wakes them up the same way in the early bright. They clap their hands and stomp their feet because you know how he plays. When someone gives him a beat, he really breaks it up when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. Da 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 the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's a boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B.
Now, quite unfortunately, we used to sit down for this next song. Sadly, now we have microphones, we don't. Which would be really useful for me right now. Anyway, talking about microphones, these are our lovely, lovely new microphones. We just have one more to go. So you lovely, lovely people being here this evening are contributing to our fourth microphone.
Can I just cut in there? That's not. We're not going to come around with a bucket. What we mean is that you have will be contributing by buying your tickets tonight. So thank you very much. I could just hear panic, silent panic. And you go, oh my God, we've got to pay more money. Don't worry, you've paid your ticket. It's going towards Katie's microphone. It may look the part, but it's not quite as good as ours. So we can only get them one by one. Each gig we get a new microphone. So Katie's will be the Wolf microphone. We could name the microphone Wolf. Anyway, carry on. missed the Saturday dance. Heard they crowded the floor. I couldn't bear it without you. Don't get around much anymore. Thought I'd visit the club. Got as far as the door. They'd have asked me about you. Don't get around much anymore. And darling, I guess my mind's more at ease, but nevertheless, why stir up memories? Being invited on dates, I might have gone, but what for? It's awfully different without you. Don't get around much anymore. I don't get around much. I don't get around much. I don't get around much. I miss the Saturday dance. I heard the crowd at the floor. I couldn't bear it without you. Don't get around much anymore. Thought I'd visit the club. I got as far as the door. They'd have asked me about you. Don't get around much anymore. Darling, I guess my mind's more at ease, but nevertheless, why stir up memories? Being invited on dates, I might have gone, but what for? It's awfully different without you. Don't get around much anymore. Just can't bear it without you. Don't get around much anymore. I don't get around much. I don't get around much anymore. I don't get around much. I don't get around much anymore. I don't get around much. I don't get around much anymore. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. If you haven't seen this before, you might be thinking, I thought I knew what I was getting tonight, and it's slightly different. And probably the reason it's slightly different is because we don't sing to backing tracks and we don't have any instruments, any bands. You can probably see that now and hear it too. But we choose to do what we do completely a cappella. All of us sing in varying choirs and groups, and I wanted to put together a little group of four very tight harmonies where everybody's singing a completely different part, which is really tricky to do actually. And so all the richness you're hearing is because every single person is singing something completely different to the person next to them. So it makes it much harder for everybody to learn the songs and to keep on their part. But we just find it much more rewarding that we don't have to rely on anyone else to come and play with us. We can just set up a mic and sing, and off we go. We're also very, very excited. You might see some leaflets on your tables or some business cards. The reason we put those there, we know you're here tonight and it's advertising the Wolf Show, but if you turn it over, you'll see our exciting news, very exciting news. We are playing the Theatre Royal in June. I know! How exciting! Monday. It's a Monday. We can only get a Monday night, but you can't win them all. So it's fine. It's Theatre Royal. It's Monday the 29th of June. It's a little bit away yet, but still, keep it in your diaries. It's going to be our biggest show. We're not obviously playing the main stage. That would be silly at this point in our career. We're playing upstairs in the foyer on the dress circle, and then there's a bar up there, and it's very lush, and we've got a green room. We never get green rooms. You should see our green room tonight. So it's a lovely venue, but the green room could do with some improvement, I feel. So do keep in touch with us if you like what we're doing, and it would be great to see you in the summer over at the Theatre Royal. We have just set up a new Instagram page. That means we're cool now. Yay! So if you are on Instagram, please find us at Abi and the Tasty Mooresels. We're also on Facebook under the same, so facebook.com/Abi and the Tasty Mooresels. It'd be lovely to stay in touch with you. We do have a mailing list. The beautiful Susanna at the back of the room. Hello, Susanna. Hello. She's the lovely face that welcomed you in tonight. She has a mailing list over there if you'd like to leave your email addresses tonight so we can keep you informed of our stuff that we're doing. Promise we won't bombard you. But I think that's everything I wanted to say at that point. So, what are we doing now, ladies? Baby Just Cares for Me. The banana song. Yes, the banana song. You will see why I remember it as the banana song in a minute. 1, 2, 3, and my baby don't care the clothes. My baby don't care the shows. My baby just cares for me. Only cares for me. My baby don't care about cars and races. He don't care. My baby don't care what I do. He don't care for high-tone places. Unless Taylor is not his style. And people out of Turner's style. That is something he can see. My baby don't care who knows it. Oh, he don't care who knows. My baby just cares. Ba-da-da-dum, ba-da-da-dum, ba-da-da, ba-da-da-dum, 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 ba-da-da. My baby don't care for clothes. No, my baby don't care for shows. My baby just cares for me. Only cares for me. My baby don't care about cars and races. He don't care. My baby don't care about do ya. He don't care for high-tone places. And Liz Taylor is not his style. And even Lana Turner's smile. That is something he can see. I wonder what's wrong with baby. I wonder what is wrong. My baby just cares for. He cares. Says all his prayers for. His prayers. My baby just cares for me. Ba-do, 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 ah. Yes. Thank you.
This next song, we have a slight confession. And this is very new to our set. So you're going to find we're going to do this slightly differently. We're actually going to come off our mics, separating and join together. As we all know, it's a very big VE day this year. So this is one of the ones that we've been learning and getting ready for VE Day. So actually we would love to see how it works for you guys. Hopefully you will enjoy it as much as we do. Yeah, we are doing VE Day in Bingham this year, so if anybody would like to come and see us, we will be in Bingham performing, and this will be one of many new songs that we're going to sing.
When she says it's new, what she means is we've never done it before.
Live, so we've practiced lots.
Practiced it.
We've never done live.
So you're our guinea pigs tonight. So we're relying on you to give us, you can hold up signs that say 9, 4, and we'll judge whether we need to put it back. Yeah, you get the idea. So, completely a cappella and unplugged. And this one's super high for me and super low for them. So. That certain night, the night we met, there was magic abroad in the air. There were angels dining at the Ritz, and a nightingale sang in Berkeley Square. I may be right, I may be wrong, but I'm perfectly willing to swear
nightingale sang in Berkeley Square. The moon that lingered over London town, poor puzzled moon, he wore a frown. How could he tell we two were so in love? The whole darn world seemed upside down. The streets of town were paved with stars. It was such a romantic affair. And as we kissed and said goodbye, a nightingale sang in Berkeley Square. Berkeley Square. A nightingale sang in Berkeley. Sang in Berkeley Square.
Hey.
Oh my word, that's very low. Oh, mine's back. I don't need a microphone.
I don't sit in the seat.
So this next song is another old favourite of ours and an old favourite of the sort of the vintage world. And we also got this to perform this on the television. So we were invited onto Knots TV.
Hey up knots.
A Up Knots. We were literally it is called A Up Knots. And they're perfectly lovely people and they're chatting away to you, and somebody goes, and we're like, oh, we're on live television. And the fantastic thing about it is Abi had to spend half an hour sat on a settee with a wrestler. I mean, who wouldn't pay good money to see Abi with... No, let's just not. Anyway, this is Dancing Under the Apple Tree.
One, two, three, four. Don't sit under the apple tree with anyone else but me. Anyone else but me. Anyone else but me. No, no, no. Don't sit under the apple tree with anyone else but me. Till I come marching home. And don't go walking down Lover's Lane with anyone else but me. With anyone else but me. Anyone else but me. No, no, no. Don't go walking down Lover's Lane with anyone else but me. Till I come marching home. I just got word from a guy who heard from the guy next door to me. A girl he met just loves to pet and it fits you to a T. So don't sit under the apple tree with anyone else but me. Till I come marching home. Don't sit under the apple tree with anyone else but me. 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 No, no, no. Don't sit under the apple tree with anyone else but me. Till I come marching home. And don't go walking down Lover's Lane with anyone else but me. 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 No, no, no. Don't go walking down Lover's Lane with anyone else but me. Till I come marching home. I just got word from a guy who heard from the guy next door to me. A girl he met just loves to pet and fits you to a T. So don't sit under the apple tree with anyone else but me. Till I come marching home. Home, sweet home. Thank you.
not for you, but for us, is that the next song we're going to do is a completely, not only is it a completely new song for us, it's also a newly written song, which, has anyone heard of Boo Hewardine?
Yes.
Yes. Philip, I knew you would. You saved my speech. So I did a songwriting workshop with Boo Hewardine many years ago. Do you remember Eddie Reader? Yeah?
Fairground attraction.
Fairground attraction? No, this is not going well, is it? Anyway, Boo works with Eddie Reader and Chris Difford from Squeeze as well. And they all sort of co-write together. Anyway, the point is, I wrote a song with Boo Hewardine many years ago, and it's not really seen the light of day because I wrote the lyrics for it, and it's really sweet, but I didn't use it in my solo stuff, and I needed an outlet really for us to use it. And the Tasty Mooresels came along, and I had a bright idea that we could do it. So I arranged it for vocal harmony, for a cappella vocals. And we're going to do it now. And again, it's never been done before. This is the first time. So again, you're our guinea pigs. And it's a very sweet song. It's called Heavenly, perfect for Valentine's weekend, which is what we did. And it goes like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Dum 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 dum.
Heavenly, the smile you make. Heavenly, the time you take. I'll catch my heart before it can break. Heavenly, the words you say. Heavenly, you make my day. I'll catch my breath before you take it away. I know I'll make sure to pray so that sunlight day, when my time is through, when my time is through, I'll earn the right to reside up in the sky, held back with you, heavenly, from head to toe, heavenly, the way you know, I'll catch my hopes before they can grow. I know I'll make sure to pray so that sunlight day, when my time is through, when my time is through, I'll earn the right to reside up in the sky, held by with you, heavenly, you're so brand new, heavenly, in all you do, I'll catch my dreams and hope they come true. Hope they come true.
I can't quite believe it, but this is the last song before our interval.
Oh.
So, yeah. Well, hopefully you can go and get some more lovely pizzas and drinks and everything else if anybody eats it, because the smell of the pizzas that you've all been eating is very good. So yes, so this is our last one. This is called Bye Bye Blackbird.
Come on, 2, 3, 4.
Bye bye.
See you later.
Bye bye.
See you later. Pack up all my cares and woe. Here I go, singing low. Bye bye, blackbird. Where somebody waits for me, sugar sweet, so is he. Bye bye, blackbird. No one here can love and understand me. Oh, what hard luck stories they all hand me. Make my bed, light the light, I'll be home late tonight. Blackbird, bye bye.
Bye bye blackbird. Where somebody waits for me, sugar sweet, so is he. Bye bye blackbird. No one here can love and understand me. Oh, what hard luck stories they all hand me. Make my bed, light the light, I'll be home late tonight. Bye bye. We'll meet again, don't know where, don't know where, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day, some sunny day. Keep smiling through, just like you always do, till the blue skies drive the dark clouds far away, so far away. So will you please say hello to the folks that I know? Tell them I won't be long, I won't be long. They'll be happy to know that as you saw me go, I was singing this song. We'll meet again, don't know where, don't know where, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day, some sunny day. We'll meet again, don't know where, don't know where, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day, some sunny day. Keep smiling through, just like you always do, till the blue skies drive the dark clouds far away, so far away. So will you please say hello to the folks that I know? Tell them I won't be long, I won't be long. They'll be happy to know that as you saw me go, I was singing this song. We'll meet again, don't know where, don't know where, but I know we'll meet again. Yes, I know we'll meet again. Oh, I know we'll meet again some sunny day.
We'll be right back after these short messages. Arr.
Victoria here from the Lady Bay Open Gardens Committee, just letting you know about our event this year, which is going to be very different, all going to be hosted online on our special Facebook group, Lady Bay, the virtual Lady Bay Open Gardens. Dates for this year are 4th and 5th of July. We've got lots and lots of gardens that are entering this year. They've all been posting their photos and videos in the group, so you can see the progress of their gardens through the months. And on the weekend itself, that's the 4th and 5th of July, they'll be submitting 6 photos and a video so that they can showcase the best bits of their garden. So we hope to see you in the group. If you search on Facebook for the group itself, you can join and take a peek. We look forward to seeing you there.
Hello, my name is Kasia Stewart and I'm the lady behind Out of Ink Studio. I'm a local artist based here in Nottingham and I create prints for interiors. All my prints are created by myself by hand using a multitude of mediums. All my prints can be bought in a variety of sizes and lots of different colour options. Lots of my artworks can be personalised, such as this one. You can add names and dates and personalised quotes to them. They make lovely gifts for anniversaries, weddings and birthdays. All my artworks can be bought from the Etsy website. Just type in Out of Ink Studio, all one word, and you'll find my shop. Please follow me on Instagram and Facebook. There you can see what I'm getting up to and just have a general nose about. Thanks for listening. Bye.
The Nottingham NHS Heroes Appeal is our emergency appeal to help our staff here at Nottingham NHS Hospital. The appeal initially provided an emergency lifeline of food and other wellbeing packages for our frontline staff. Through the generosity of the people of Nottingham, we've been able to provide wellbeing centres, accommodation, rest areas and other packages of support for our team. Since the wellbeing centres were set up over 5 weeks ago, they have seen over 8,000 visitors. So we now have 4 sleep pods, 2 a city and 2 a QMC, and those are used for our staff to rest in and are being used night and day.
Thank you to everyone who has fundraised or donated in support of our NHS Heroes Appeal. With your continued support, there is even more we can do to help the well-being of all our amazing NHS staff in Nottingham.